What's up, y'all? Fresh off the presses. You get one covering this right off the bat. Because I was going to address the situation about Meek Mills versus Wale. But we all remember when Wale and Meek Mills had this beef about 2 years ago, when his album was coming out, and Wale didn't retweet it, and he snapped off and was like, man, I retweeted your album, and we supposed to be label mates. So they supposed to be MMG or whatever, Maybach Music. So anyway, they had a little falling out back then, and Wale was like, wow, like, I just wasn't on Twitter like that. So it wasn't a big deal for me. Like, I didn't know he was tripping like that. Like, he normally has people that handle that stuff, but it wasn't like he was, going against that. That wasn't his motive, per se, if you want to put it that way. That wasn't his motivation. His motivation wasn't, let me try to see if I could stop Wale or Meek Mill's record sales and all this stuff. So, he was feeling funny and acting different ever since then. And even when he went away, Wale hit him up because Rick Ross came and ended all of it. And right away, when he went to jail for that violation or whatever, Wale, like he said, he reached out to him, which is true. When every time he saw him, like they had an event and they were there together and they showed up, he dap him up, what's up. But other than that, he don't really talk to him. He tried to give him some advice during the Drake thing and he didn't want to hear it. And in Meek's defense, he probably didn't know what was going on. Things was happening 100 miles an hour around him, and he wasn't prepared for it. But he also done a lot of good for you, because on the Breakfast Club, he brought up a lot of good points. He's saying why you lost, how good, people need to leave you alone, back off of you. And he said a lot of positive things. So I'm thinking that maybe for some reason that we don't even know, that maybe you just weren't thinking right. Or somebody just put a battery in your back and you just responded off a title without even listening to the actual video or the interview in general. Because Meek Mills just jumped out and lashed out like he normally does, but not from Instagram. From Twitter. He did it on Instagram. Twitter man turned to Instagram. Yeah. No. So, anyway, he goes over there, and I guess somebody told him that Wale was disrespecting him on the Breakfast Club show, when all he actually did was say, hey, like, we know this guy's a good guy, Apple's behind Drake, that's a big powerful machine that you going against, which is true. But he just said that that Meek Mill brought a pencil to a gunfight with Drake, and he was just being honest and gave his opinion that he didn't think that Meek Mills was prepared for it, which was basically honest. I don't see a problem with nothing he said. But Meek was like, oh, that dude's phony on Instagram. Dude, look, I'll make a phone call right now. You are not on MMG no more. You gone. So Wale is doing his shows and his tour. Rick Ross is with him right now. And he's just like, dude, you broke. You ain't got no money, putting all that stuff out there. Rick Ross is like, look, we're here. We just tore it down. We with We with Wale. Everything's cool. And you know Rick Ross is gonna give Meek Mills a call, be like, me gonna be like, man, this is crazy, man. Why this dude going on Breakfast Club talking about me like that, man? That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It's spooky. They be like, it's the phone. It's Rick Ross. Rick Ross? Hello? It's your boss. I don't understand why you gotta come at Wale like that. You know, that's my brother, man. We come up like you know what you doing, man. I got a lot of money coming in off him. I ain't making none off you, though. I ain't making none off you, but I'm still saying you MMG. I ain't saying you off the label. You had a rough year. I ain't know what album, B. What are you talking about? You know what that is right now? You know what your #1 album is right now? Most of that is due to Jay. You went up to Drake. You ain't asked none of us. You jumped off that cliff. We had your back. But look what you doing to us. I'm finna eat this steak and this 35 wing bucket of chicken. I'm gonna hit you back, boss. So after that, you know, it ain't like Jay-Z came to his aid. You know, I'm like, he ain't nobody, and you supposed to be signed to Tidal, which is really to Dial. He didn't have him come to his aid. Anybody here? Anybody from there come to their aid? Beyonce, Jay. You know, when the whole thing went down, I know Jay was like, oh, wait, no, don't do that. Why would you do that? Because now you're in a situation where you feel that you had to respond. All you had to do was say nothing. Now you done played yourself. Now I can't keep you in rotation here at Tidal. If I do, I can't be singing a photograph with you right now. I gotta stay in the background. Now when you had the #1 album, everything was cool. You know, it was cordial. But the thing is that the logic behind your jumping off the cliff like that to go and challenge Drake, I didn't really understand. And if you asking me if I'm gonna back you or do a song with you or something, maybe down the road that could happen. But right now, I just don't see that as a reality. That's about the extent of any type of help you gonna get from him. Now, furthermore, going into this melee, everybody's gonna be pushing to have Meek Mill removed. They already looking at him as the worst thing ever to happen in music history. His fans in Canada, you know, they just feel like like Sean told me, he's like, they're saying that they can't wait till Meek Mill's album come out so that they could boycott it and make it flop. The fans want to make sure nobody buy the record. They want the record to come out to make sure nobody's buying it. Oh God. Now somebody just texted me that Meek Mills is working. This is Sean. Sean just texted me that Meek Mill is trying to rap over Drake's back-to-back beat and put it on a diss track. Please tell me it's a joke. Right now, somebody's ripping up his contract. Right now. Like, this boy just don't learn. They don't call him in there. They be like, bring him in the office, please. You wanted to see me? He's like, yes, I wanted you to be here for this. This is your contract with us. Yeah, that's what we think about. Your new disc record. Yeah. You know that tour that we were going to try to get you on? Yeah, the Chitlin circuit? Yeah, no. Can't get you in Bob's Grease and Diner. Can't get you in there no more. You totally blew it, kid. You blew it. We were going to make Meek Mill a household name. We were going to make an action figure of you. How do you diss Drake? They have an action figure of Drake. You don't diss a man who got an action figure. You could buy Drake in the store for like $8.99. Got him an action figure doll. The man is backed by Apple. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to go see the movie right now about the man who created Apple, Steve Jobs. He got 2 movies that come out about the same thing, about his life twice. That's how interesting he is. He dead. He been dead for years, a couple years now, and still got 2 movies coming out about his life. One enough. We gotta go out and watch another one. And he's like, no. Just gonna tell you a little bit more about it. But here we go again. So now we got to learn about Steve Jobs again from Apple. And you want to go up against that, now that Apple is back on top. Meek Mills, anybody from his PR staff, do yourself a favor. Play him this video. Play this to him so that he can get this message. Meek, you want to keep the girl? Leave Drake alone. Leave dissing people alone. Just make some records. Make some lovey-dovey popcorn music with your baby. That's what you do. You do those type of songs. Then you can get the little hood anthem classic and just keep it local. Anything with drill in it, don't even say drill music. It's too close to Drake. Drill music sound like Drake almost. Don't even say that. Just stay away from Drake. If Drake gonna be in your state, you don't be there. You don't want nobody bringing up his name and your name. You might have to change your name. That's how bad you make it in your career. It's real bad for you, man. I didn't know it was gonna get this bad for you. But it's going to be like a modern day lynching of Meek Mill. That's how bad it is. You got fans jumping in this just to see you fail. They don't even want to judge you off the music. They just ready to say it sucks before it even come out. And you finna help them right on out. Because it's probably going to suck 9 times out of 10. So why do it? Just do what you know that's working. Make the popcorn song with your girl. I ask her if she thinks it's a good idea. I bet you she don't. She gonna cut your phone off in a minute if you don't quit. I'm telling you. You're gonna be like, what? I can't call? To make a payment, press 1. It'd be, what? Baby, did you cut the phone off on me? Oh man. I'm done.